The attachment comes from the body only. Body and bodily relations. This is where attachment is. A person situated in the self is not even attached to this body. Forget about bodily relations. What is family for him? There is not one family, not the entire world is his family. So such a person, he is a kartapan. I am not the doer. I am not doing it. Everything is going in its own way. So next one. And who has attained now in Shloka number 20th? Bhagwan gives example of such a person. He says, Karmanevi sansiddhim astita janakadayaha loka sanghama mevapi sampanchen akartum arhasi. Kings such as Janaka attained perfection solely by performance of prescribed duties. Therefore, just for the sake of educating the people in general, you should perform your work. Now he's saying, so this is one, the one who's situated in the self. There is one person. Another person is King Janaka. He's giving example. King Janaka was living in the world, but he was called Videha. He was never attached to his body. Videha means somebody who is beyond the body. So there was a story about King Janaka. Ashtavakra came to him and they both are sitting. And Satsanga is happening. Ashtavakra is teaching in something. King Janaka is talking. They both are talking on higher levels. And suddenly there's a servant who comes and says, King, oh King, there is fire in our kingdom. If somebody hears there is fire, that person will just get up. Oh my God, where is fire? Let me go and handle it first. King Janaka's situation is such. Right now, I'm doing satsang. Ashtavakra ji is there. After the satsang finishes, we have 1 hour of satsang. After the satsang finishes, I will get up and I will see. Till then, if you can handle. If you cannot handle, if destiny has it so that the fire has to come here, it will come, it will take us all away. Don't worry about that. I'll go with the satsang. That was his state of mind. So relaxed under all circumstances. Gita Bhagwan focuses on that. You can perform all your activities, but you're doing it for the sake of doing. You don't get carried away by them. So he takes the name of King Janaka, was a king. He was doing all the work, but he was totally inside, detached from his body. King Janaka was a self-realized soul. Consequently, he had no obligation to perform the prescribed duties in the Vedas. The next one, so Bhagwan says, you are also kingly. Why did he take the example of King Janaka right now? Because he wants to tell Arjun, you are kingly. And I told you in the beginning itself, you are the soul. If you want to apply this, think of King Janaka. He ruled his kingdom like this only. There was fire and he was not afraid. From his body, he was just doing his duty. From your body, just do the duty. You have asked me about self-realized soul. I'm giving you a kingly self-realized soul. I'm not giving any other name to you. And then 21 he says, this is one of my favorite shlokas. Yadyad acharati shreshthas tattad devetaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. Bhagwan says, whatever action a great man performs, common men follow. And whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. So a great man is he's telling this to Arjuna particularly. If you run away, you think you're doing a great job? No. Don't set a wrong example. Don't run away. You think by running away from your duties, you will become liberated? You will not incur sin? No. You have to fight. You have to lead by example. For whatever a great action a great man performs, common men follow. And whatever standards he sets, by his exemplary acts, all the world pursues. And he goes on saying, O son of Pritha, there is no prescribed duties for me. In all the three worlds, I can be very relaxing in my rasa. I don't want anything. Everything comes from me. Why do I want anything? And I have no need to obtain anything. Yet, I am also engaged in prescribed duties. For if I fail to engage in carefully performing prescribed duties, O Parth, certainly all men will follow my path. And if I did not perform prescribed duties, all this world would be put up to ruination. And I would be the cost. I would be the cause of creating unwanted population. And I would therefore destroy the peace of all living beings. As the ignorant perform their duties with attachment to results, the learned may similarly act, but without attachment, for the sake of leading people on the right path. So as to not disturb the minds of ignorant men attached to the fruitive results of prescribed duties, a learned person should not induce them to stop work. Rather, by working in the spirit of devotion, he should engage them in all sorts of activities for the gradual development of Krishna consciousness. The spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of the false ego, thinks himself the doer of all activities that are in actuality carried out by the three modes of nature. One who is in the knowledge of the absolute truth, Almighty armed, does not engage himself in the senses and sense gratification, knowing well the differences between work in devotion and work for fruitive results. Bewildered by the modes of material nature, the ignorant fully engage themselves in material activities and become attached. But the wise should not unsettle them, although these duties are inferior due to the performance lack of knowledge. So he goes on talking about all this great knowledge about the jnani in the way of a jnani, in the way of a an analytical person who wants to analyze like this. So Bhagavan is explaining. They are not the doer, they know everything is happening by material modes of nature. You should not work for sense and sense gratification. He goes on talking like that. And then there are people like us. Bhagavan, not work for senses, control your senses, not work for sense gratification. Bhagavan, whatever you are saying, too difficult. You created this world and such a beautiful world. Everything is so nice. I just want to enjoy. What do I do now? Those people, they can do it probably. For us, it looks kind of impractical. So for us, Bhagavan comes at our level. After giving all this jnana, and in Gita, every chapter he will do this. He will talk for some time like a jnani. Because Arjun is there, no? Arjun has both the things. Arjun will not accept him immediately, like us. We don't even want to accept Bhagavan Krishna as Bhagavan. We will argue on that also. So Arjun is like that only, my friend, talking all these big things. But Bhagavan is Bhagavan. He has to answer. So for people like us, he says, don't worry. You can't practice all that self and this and that. Don't worry. For you, there is another thing I'm going to give you. What is that? Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. What is there in the Bhakti Yoga? Shloka number 30. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa nirashi niramamo bhutva yudhyasya vigadvara. He says, Therefore, O Arjun, surrendering all your works unto me. Unto me means Bhagwan. With full knowledge of me, without desires for profit, with no claims to proprietorship, and free from lethargy, fight. This is for us. He says, I know you are living in the world. Fighting with your senses for sense gratification is very difficult. I understand. You want to go to office and earn money, you have to earn money, Baba. Earn money, no problem. You want to have a family, have family, no problem. You want to enjoy various colors of life, enjoy, no problem. But how? He says, surrender everything to me, okay? I am giving you the money. I gave you the job. Don't forget that. I was the one who made all the arrangements for you to get that job. I was the one sitting in the interview. I was the one playing with the minds of people to give you that job. Now you got the job. Now you're getting the money. Your bank, every month you're getting something. Take some part of that money. You enjoy. But when will you enjoy? First, give it to your family. Give it to your friends. Give it to others. Donate some part of the money. Let it go for some charitable work. Do the charity with the money. And always remember, you are only the medium. Surrender that to me. Oh God, I gave this money. I did this work for this person. But God, I know it very well. I didn't do it. You made me do it. You gave me this body. You gave me the opportunity. So when you live like this, you are free.